Tyler Starnes here at Throwmore Disc Golf Store. I'm a part of the touring team for Team Throwmore. PDJ number is 65511. We also have Zach Melton over here eating his chili dog.
Hello.
Today just got in the new End Zone Quick Stick, so if you need one, order it from Throwmore Disc Golf Store. They have their new online store working. But I'm here to do my in the bag for the touring team. I use the Prodigy BP2. Haven't got to play a whole lot with work and this whole quarantine thing because I'm apparently essential. And everything's been closed. But I'm going to start with my most used disc, which will probably be my putters with the courses that we have around here. And my favorite one of those would probably be the PA3 to throw, and I also putt with them. I use the 300 to putt with two newer ones for this season. Give to me by Charlie Davenport. Thanks to Charlie. And then this one I'd used for the past 2 seasons, and now it's become my jump putter for long outside putts. But when it comes to throwing, I carry these two PA3s. One's, you can tell, beat up, doesn't have a stamp no more. Use it for hyzer flip to straight turnover shots. And then this one for throw it on a hyzer, it'll stay on a hyzer and still go pretty far. I can throw it flat and it'll go straight with a little hyzer at the end. And then I go to a PA4 for true turnover shots and really extreme hyzer flip straight shots if I need it. And then for my overstable kind of utility putter, but I still use it a lot because I'm a 50-50 player. I throw as many sidearms as I do backhands, so the zone comes in handy a lot for me. I throw plenty of sidearms with this disc and big hyzers if I need to on the courses that I play most. And then to my mid-ranges, I carry the Prodigy M3, which is probably the backbone. I got this one that I've had for years that was gave to me by Jason Grubb, who's one of our local players, and it's my turnover mid-range disc. Really, I don't throw it much other than for a turnover. Occasionally I'll throw a hyzer flip with it, but it'll still turn at the end and finish right. And then I have this one that flies kind of similar but faster to my orange PA3, where if I throw it on a hyzer, it'll kind of hold it and might push straight but finish with a hyzer. And then if I throw it flat, it just stays kind of straight and does what I need it to do. And then I go to a new disc that David Dill talked me into trying out. I fell in love with was the Runway by Streamline disc. It's that perfect overstable if you ask me. Like, it's in between a Justice and an Anchor, probably. Like just a step down from a Justice. You can get on it and you know it's going to go left getting on it, but it goes a decent amount of distance. I can get it to go 320, 350 maybe, really getting on it, but I know it's going to go left and it's not going to go right no matter how hard I throw it. Not big on sidearm and mid-ranges, so I don't really know how it sidearms because I don't try. I can throw my zone fairly far for a sidearm, so I just stick to throwing a zone and then bumping up to a disc that you'll see here in a minute. And for my fairways, I use whoa. I carry this old beat up F1. It might be the oldest or second oldest disc in my bag. I use it for hyzer flips, turnovers, or just straight turnover shots. Love it in the woods. Throw it all the time in the woods. And then I go to a beat up Criminal for straight to hyzer shots in the woods mostly. You won't see me throw this disc often in the open. And then I have this newer Biofusion Criminal that I try and keep a newer one in my bag. I'll rotate them. I've got 3 or 4 other newer ones. And I throw it for hyzer shots, throw it a lot at our hybrid courses that they run around here, or just an open course. But not much for sidearms. When it comes to sidearm and fairways, I've fallen in love with the Alex Geisinger Glow Firebirds. It's got a good give to it, a little softer, kind of like the Sexton, but it's a little more overstable than the Sexton. I don't really, if I roll my wrist by accident, I don't have to worry about it just digging into the ground. It'll still want to fly and come out of it and be fairly overstable. And I throw it for spike hyzers when I gotta go up over something. Not really, I'll usually throw the criminal for a hyzer if it's out on a course type hyzer, not going over the top. And then for utility, I carry a flare. I use it for overhand rollers, thumb rollers, or just a normal like overhand flick roller. If I gotta go up over stuff with a rare thumber, because I don't like throwing a thumber, I would use this, or just stupid skip shots, things like that, I'll use this disc. Like, it's just stupid overstable. But actually for a roller, it's fast. Like when I put it on the ground, it goes and it'll just stay straight forever and then fall over, pretty much. It's a very good utility disc. And then on to my distance drivers, which I have some in here that are just kind of extras, honestly, if I lose anything. But I have what's competing with the F1 for the oldest disc in my bag, this old D1. I use it for long turnovers. It's the most flippy of my distance drivers, I would say. And if you ever do see me try and throw a backhand roller, because I don't throw a lot of backhand rollers, it would be with this disc. And then I have, next in the stack would be one of the prototype Macbeth Kongs. That's now the Zeus. But this is one of the first run whenever it was a Kong. And this one's fairly stable. It's not flippy at all, really. I'd have to force some turn to get it to turn. I don't use it a lot, honestly, at the courses that we play at. I'll throw it around water if we have a hybrid or something, because I really don't care to lose it. And so it's not really a go-to, I would say. Then I go to the West Side Disc Warhorse. This is my go-to headwind disc, or if I need a long forehand roller. Compared to the flare, I can get this to go a little farther for a forehand roller. But if there's headwind or S-shot or anything like that, I'll pull out this Warhorse. It really is a more price-effective X1 in my opinion, like, because their X1s are hard to come by, and these are not, and they're really overstable, really great disc. Then for longer distance hyzers now, I'm throwing a Nitro. It's overstable, kind of comparable to a Boss, maybe, I would say, just a little bit more overstable. I can throw it as hard as I want and know it's gonna go a good distance. Might turn a little right, but not much, and always come back left with good glide and plenty of distance. Then I go to the DD2, which has probably been my go-to lately, which from other people that see me throw it and stuff, they don't know that it's a DD2. It's really overstable apparently for a DD2. I'd never thrown one, just saw it, thought it looked cool and felt good in my hand. And looking at the numbers, I thought it was going to be a bomber, but it's fairly overstable and I love throwing it. I can throw it with a little bit of turn and get it to go super far for a flex shot, because it's got the overstability at the end and still has plenty of glide. And right now it's probably my go-to distance driver for when it comes to throwing a hyzer distance shot that I know is going to finish left. A disc that I've been throwing a lot lately too is an old beast. I use it for both sidearms and backhands, a lot of sidearms in the woods especially. It's crazy how far this disc goes, and for its speed and how stable it actually is. I was kind of impressed when I threw it. I thought it was going to be a little more flippy, but it's not. And I've fallen in love with it, sidearms in the woods especially. Then if I'm just going for a pure distance shot, I'm using the Axiom Disc Tantrum. Like, this disc is so fast and goes so far. I don't know how to explain it. Just throw it on a little bit of hyzer and it's just going to start turning right for hundreds of feet before it decides to come out of it. But it will come out of it. If you don't get it up to speed though, it will bail left on you. So it is a true 14.5 disc. You got to have the arm speed to throw it. So I would not say come get one if you don't have the arm speed to throw it. it's not necessarily a beginner disc just because of how fast it is. The flight and everything, yes, if you can get it to that speed, you'd love it. But if you can't, I would not. A newer disc in my bag is a Force that Jacob Cutshaw gave me. I'm loving it for my overstable sidearm. Like, it's been my go-to for overstable sidearms the past, I'd say, month or two. It's a hard color to find, but I do love this disc than the ESP plastic. It feels great, super flat, sidearm's good. This is a backup Raider that I throw on a lot of the hybrid courses going over water when I need a lot of distance. This one is also probably going to be my next sidearm disc to my other Raider, which is my go-to sidearm right now for distance. Don't throw it a lot where it's a backup, but
where did
it's
you get that? Who gave that to you?
This one was given to me by Zach Melton, who's sitting beside me, along with, I think, one of those criminals he gave me. And then this Raider right here was also given to me by Mr. Zach Melton, sitting over here. And this is by far the farthest sidearm disc I've ever thrown, honestly. Like, I can pop it on a little hyzer, get it stand up, and go for full flexes on a sidearm for plenty of distance. Hole 8 at wing deer. I'm always throwing this on it, unless there's a huge headwind, and then I'll pull out that Force. But hole 8's, what would you say, Zach? 420 downhill, probably on the sign. Which it is downhill. It's probably only playing about 390 to 400.
Still a long way.
But I can get with this disc. I've even got past it in the woods with it on a sidearm. But I just love the Raider for forehands. I'm not huge on it for backhands, but do love the way it forehands. And then that's pretty much everything in my bag. I don't really have much else in here. I have the caddy book still from Lake Marshall when we went to VTI.
Yeah.
And that's about it. Thank you all, and thanks to Throwmore Disc Golf Store for sponsoring me and for having all of our disc golf needs. Don't forget to check their website out if you can't get out because of the quarantine or whatever it may be. Come in and check out the used discs. They got plenty of stuff. And just got to thank the Kitchings family for everything they're doing with the disc golf store and in our community.
Sanitize.
Make sure to sanitize it.